Okay, it's June 15th, 2021. It's Tuesday. Going to go over the trades today. These are all trades I took on my account, not the funded evaluation Lilu account I've been doing. I'm very close to my trailing loss limit on that, so I'm really waiting and being very careful. I want an absolutely fantastic setup at a great price. And so today I just went to my system. And on my system, on my account, it's generally a 100 tick target, 50 tick stop loss. And it's a pretty forgiving system. You can have a couple of bad trades and still end up okay. Whereas if you try that on the Lilu with the trailing loss limit and you win a couple of trades and it's trailing all the time, and then you have a few bad trades, it's really difficult. And I tried scalping and doing some things, but it felt good to just be trading my account on my system. So let's have a look real quick at what we did here. First trade was at around 10 o'clock. You can see we moved down really quick off the open. Just really sold off. And then it retraced back up. And it became kind of hard to gauge the direction temporarily. We got up to here. I'm sure a lot of people kind of got sucked into going long here because it really looked like, okay, we bought off this bottom. We can keep going probably all the way up to here. And then when this swing got taken out and we started showing some momentum back to the downside, that's when I started looking to go back short and waited for this little pullback here to time in my trade so I can always have my stop above these little swings. Went in on an A-shaped second wave, 100 tick target, and I'm scrolling here through it pretty quickly. Moved my stop to break even at that point and had the full 100 tick winner. So sometimes when you get that right off the beginning, maybe it's not the worst idea to stop trading. So you don't like give it back, but I didn't do that today. So price kind of pulled back. We had a couple of swings here, almost like double top swings. It sort of pulled back to this little area I'd marked off. Started showing some, momentum back to the downside. And eh, I took that entry. It pretty quickly failed and stopped me out. Okay, so I noticed it was 1021, and I've mentioned many times in these videos around 1020, for reasons I don't always understand, we can often see a counter trend move, and sometimes they can make 50, 100 ticks pretty quickly. And I started making an assumption, a prediction, and we should leave the predictions to Nostradamus, not, we should trade basically the setups and things that work. If we are going long, should have waited for a little bit more confirmation, pull back, and then another, return into that new trend. It hadn't really established a new trend, certainly not on the 5-minute chart, and the 1 minute hadn't really given a signal yet. I entered long, and it quickly fails to go any longer, and bang, right back down. So by this point, I knew that we were seeing a reversal back into the trend, and I immediately went and took a short, another 100 tick target. So I've had two losses, one win at this point. There I break even. I move my stop to break even. And here's where this thing gets a little wonky. Starts moving up, almost hits my break even stop, comes back down, moves up again. I'm like, oh boy, wish I had maybe taken profit. But the thing is, I'm trying my best to hold for these 100 tick targets. That's really where the math works out, the 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. And I just keep holding it. And it eventually hits that 100 tick target. So I had 2 wins and 2 losses, 50% win rate, still ended up pretty good. A couple of sloppy trades that were losers. But what I love about this system, it's very forgiving. Okay, that's it for today.